Hello, welcome back to this week's Bible study. We're going to look at let us make. Then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the sky and over the cattle and over all the earth, over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. Genesis 1:26 to 27. What does let us make man in our image mean? What is the image of God? Let's unpack this statement a little. When I, as a believer, look at this statement, I think of Jesus' statement, I and the Father are one, and if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. We know that he isn't talking about physical image, but the essence of who he is. With this in mind, let's go back to the statement in Genesis. I believe that the original intent of God was a created being with the essence of God, having a capacity for complete unity of being. In fact, if we read further in the chapter, we see a relationship of oneness being established between God and man. That same oneness to was to also exist between man and other of his own kind, a oneness of unity and mutual concern for each other. It was a trait of God that we lost in the rebellion against God. To validate this statement, we need only to look again at a statement of Jesus. I pray for those who will believe in me, that all of them may be one, Father, just as you are in me and I am in you. So God's purpose in creating man was to have a relationship that was a reflection of the one they had in common with each other. How are we to show God to the world? Jesus said, it is by our love or oneness that we will show the world what God is like. It is when we submit in love to the concern of our brothers and sisters that we show a world something that they don't have on their own. I touched on this a little bit with the discussion last time with the discussion on submitting. It is as we willingly submit in love to each other out of mutual concern for their welfare that we show the world a more excellent way. It is as the leaders submit to the concern of the people, and the people likewise respond in love and submission, that we experience a unity of spirit unlike the world. We need to lay our agenda aside, and as Paul says, look first to the good of the others. Is it possible to have this kind of unity of spirit now? I believe it is possible to do so, or else Christ would not have told us to do it. The only way this is possible is for you and I to draw closer to Jesus in relationship on a moment by moment basis, to keep our minds fixed on things above. It is when we allow our minds to wander to this world and the things of this world, we lose sight of who we are to be. I challenge you and myself to live in such a way as to be the image of God, to be in such close unity with Him that to look at us is to see God. Thank you. If, please, if you've got anything out of this teaching, share it with others and subscribe. Thank you.